A ChatGPT vulnerability targets corporations and governments. Researchers crack the Akira ransomware using high-end GPUs, and free online converters are found to install malware. This is Cybersecurity Today. I'm your host, Jim Love. A server-side request forgery, or SSRF vulnerability in OpenAI's ChatGPT infrastructure, tracked as CVE 2024-27564, is being actively exploited by attackers to redirect users to malicious URLs, placing organizations at significant risk. Researchers from cybersecurity firm Verity have identified this medium-severity flaw, which allows cybercriminals to inject crafted URLs into ChatGPT's system, compelling the application to make arbitrary requests. This exploitation can lead to unauthorized access and data breaches. Notably, over 10,000 exploit attempts were recorded within a single week from a lone malicious IP address, underscoring the vulnerability's appeal to threat actors. The attacks have predominantly targeted financial institutions and U.S. government organizations, highlighting the critical need for robust cybersecurity measures in these sectors. Alarmingly, Verity's analysis revealed that 35% of examined organizations were susceptible due to misconfigurations in intrusion prevention systems, web application firewalls, and firewall settings. SSRF vulnerabilities enable attackers to manipulate server-side applications into making unauthorized requests to internal or external systems, potentially leading to data exposure or further system compromises. In this instance, the flaw permits adversaries to direct ChatGPT to access unintended URLs, facilitating a range of malicious activities. The Akira ransomware group emerged in 2023 with a mix of dark humor and ruthless tactics, famously requesting ransom payments in 125,000 euros worth of French baguettes. But they soon became a more serious threat. They've been known to ask for absurdly large amounts of ransoms, and despite their sense of humor, they are ruthless and have attacked not just corporations, but also hospitals, universities, and other infrastructure, often using stolen credentials to break into systems. But now some researchers have found a way to fight back. By exploiting weaknesses in Akira's encryption, cybersecurity experts from a firm called TinyHack have discovered a method to crack its locked files using high-powered GPUs. With an NVIDIA RTX 4090, TinyHack found they could crack the encrypted ransomware files in 7 days. And with 16 GPUs, the process would take just over 10 hours. See, Akira uses ChatChat-8 and encryption algorithms to lock victims' files. Instead of relying on a single key, the ransomware generates a unique key for each file based on a 4-part timestamp, measured down to the nanosecond. This system is meant to make brute force attacks impossible, but TinyHack's researchers found a flaw. By narrowing the possible range of timestamps, they reduced the number of guesses needed to find the correct encryption key. Using an RTX 4090, the brute force attack could then crack an Akira encrypted file in about 7 days, and a cluster of 16 GPUs drops the encryption time to just 10 hours. Now, the researchers' ability to decrypt files without paying could deal a major blow to Akira's operations. However, the decryption method isn't foolproof. It requires the exact original encrypted files to be intact, and the organizations still need powerful computing resources to execute the recovery. Where the files are on a network file system, some latency can also make determining the timestamp more difficult. And Akira's encryption has been cracked before. A vast threat research team found the method Akira used to encrypt victim files and published a free encryption breaker tool. Akira has then gone on to fix their weaknesses. No doubt they'll change their tactics to respond to this as well. But every hour they spend developing new attacks is an hour that somebody isn't attacked. And for victims who refuse to pay, this breakthrough offers a rare opportunity, a way to fight back against one of the most notorious ransomware gangs of the past 2 years. And finally, cybersecurity company Malwarebytes is urging internet users to exercise caution when seeking free online conversion tools, warning that some of these services are embedding malware into their downloads. You know what it's like. You're working with a new application, you've got a file in a specific format, the application won't take that file format. So what do? You go into Google and you type free converter with the file suffix. Except cybersecurity company Malwarebytes is urging you to exercise caution when seeking those free online conversion tools, warning that some of these services are now embedding malware into their downloads. The cybersecurity firm's latest research, published in March 2025, reveals how attackers disguise malicious software as legitimate file converters to infect unsuspecting victims' devices. According to Malwarebytes in their blog post titled "Warning Over Free Online Converters That Actually Install Malware," these sites lure users with promises of quick and easy file format conversions. However, when users upload documents for conversion, they're often prompted to install a helper application that actually delivers the harmful payloads. These malicious programs can track browsing activity, steal passwords, open backdoors, and grant remote access to cybercriminals. Users should always be skeptical of websites that insist on downloads for tasks traditionally done online, the blog post states. And the firm emphasizes that many legitimate services can convert files directly in the cloud without requiring additional software installations. Malwarebytes advises anyone seeking file conversion services to verify the legitimacy of the platform before downloading any executable files. And that's our show. You can reach me with comments, questions, or even tips at editorial@technewsday.ca. And hey, the donations from buymeacoffee.com/techpodcast keep coming in. So thank you. I'll try to get to thank each and every one of you individually. I've gone through a pile of them. I hope you're getting these as emails, but they are posted on the site buymeacoffee.com/techpodcast. So you can see my note to you and my thanks. We still aren't out of the woods. We need to get a specific amount of money on a monthly basis for the show to keep functioning. But I'll do another campaign in a few weeks. I want to give you all a break. But at this rate, with your generosity, we will get to a sustainable revenue to keep the show going. I'm your host, Jim Love. Thanks for listening.